spacebar to hit the clip, and now you see that it matches the movement of the laptop. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this kind of effect. Let's go. So what you need is, you need at least one clip, and in this case it contains a green screen, and then you need a second clip, but we'll get to that later on. Let's select this clip and let's go to Fusion. And inside of Fusion there are a couple of things that we need to do. One of them is to key out this. Now, if you click outside of these lines or boxes, nothing is selected, and you can hit Shift Spacebar and look for the delta keyer. If you add it, it's a single node that's not connected to anything. However, if you hold Shift and you drag it here and you release the mouse button, it will be added here automatically. Now, another way how to do this is by selecting the media in, and let's call this a laptop so that we know what we're working with, is to click this, then hit Shift Spacebar and go for the delta keyer, add it in, and it will automatically be added between the media in and the media out. Right, once we've selected that, we're going to key out the greens. So I'm going to select the color picker, hold the mouse button, and then select this color, release it, and now you see it's gone, and there's transparency in the background because we don't have any clip underneath. But we're going to change it right now by going back to the edit tab. We're going to drag this on top of the second video track. We're going to select the clip. I'm just going to drag it in here because I've already made a selection. Now I want these to be around 4 seconds, so I'm going to cut it off at 4 seconds. And you see that this isn't looking good, so I'm going to increase the zoom so it fills the entire screen. And I'm going to change the cow as well by changing the zoom here. Now another way how you can do this, right, is by clicking this, so that you have the transform option selected, so the transform window, and then you can adjust it here manually, and you don't need the inspector tab. Then once you're satisfied, we need to create a fusion clip out of these two clips. So we're going to select both of them, right mouse button, and then go to new fusion clip. That turns both of them in one clip, and if we go to fusion, you see that they are now here. Now the media in 1, which you can select this, it'll be shown on the left screen. These are our cows, so let's rename this cows. And then media 2, that is still our laptop screen, and that way we know what we're working with. Now, because this clip is moving, we need to make sure that it tracks the movement of the laptop to make it look natural. However, we're not going to select the cows, we're going to select the laptop one. Shift spacebar again, and let's go for the planar tracker. Let's click add, and now we need to create a box around the laptop and have it track that, right? So let's click here, and then let's click on the bottom, and then let's click here as well, up here. And then click here and it'll close it automatically. Now we need to track this, so make sure you're on the first frame of the clip. With the planar tracker selected, let's change the tracker. Let's change the motion type from perspective to translation, rotation, and scale so that everything is being taken into account. We're going to click this, track to end. It's now going to track the clip forward. And once that's done, here's the neat trick. So with the planar tracker selected, you can now click on create planar transform. And you need this node to be in between the cows and the merge node. So we're going to select it, hold shift, drag it in between, and it's now automatically connected. Now, because these two are shot in a different environment and this is being shown on a laptop, it can't contain the same quality because a laptop screen always looks a bit dull, or it's mirrored or whatever, but it's different than your regular shot. So for that, we are going to add in with shift spacebar a color corrector. Let's add it, and now it's automatically being connected between the planar transform and the merge node. With the color corrector selected, we can change the hue of the clip, we can change the saturation of the clip, and other things as well. Now in this case, I'm going to numb down the saturation a bit, and I'm going to numb down the contrast a bit so it looks more flat, and that resembles an actual laptop screen much better. Now if we go back to the edit tab and play this clip, you will see how it looks, but we need to wait till this is rendered. If you don't see this over here, you can go to playback, render cache, and then go for smart or user. I always put it on user. And then if it doesn't show up, you can click the right mouse button here, and then you could go to render cache fusion output, have it on auto on or off, right? So now it's rendered because this turned red to blue. And let's play this clip again full screen by hitting P, spacebar to hit the clip. And now you see that it matches the movement of the laptop.